as you're taking a look at your 2023 Big East Tournament champions, the UConn Huskies. A tremendous run here for the Huskies, but I first want to introduce our Big East Commissioner, Val Ackerman, who credit to all of these teams. Such a competitive tournament, an extraordinary environment here at Mohegan Sun to all of these fans. Val, what was it like getting an opportunity to experience this moment?
Well, Sarah, it's been amazing. I want to commend the Wildcats, a runner-up, for a great finish. And I want to acknowledge all of our teams for a hard-fought season and another exciting finale here at Mohegan Sun Arena. It's been fantastic.
It sure has been an exciting finale that culminated with another, not only conference regular season championship for the UConn Huskies, but also a tournament win. Coach Auriemma, I'm gonna have to pull you on over here. So this is the 28th conference tournament title for the UConn Huskies, but this season has felt a little bit different. You guys endured some challenges, played shorthand through many occasions. Put into context for us what it means to be standing here at this moment with this group and have another conference title.
Well, we talked about it, before the game that given everything that we've been through, I think it gave us a little more resiliency, a little more strength. I just think we got a little bit tougher as the season went on, and it showed up these 3 days. And these kids know when it's March time. They've been in a couple Final Fours, and I think there's a different vibe, on our team. And certainly, having Carol and AZ back and having our whole team together, But, it gets harder every year, and it's supposed to. There's a reason Villanova is 10th in the country, and there's a reason why they're as good as they are, and they showed it tonight, And the same with Marquette and St. John's. And, you saw how every game went down to the wire. It seemed like some great games. It's supposed to be hard to win these championships. And because it was so hard, I think this one probably feels, a little more rewarding. Not that the other ones weren't, but this one has something maybe a little special to it. And I'm really proud of them because it could have been very easy for them to get away from it.
Coach, one more question for you before I get to our most outstanding player of the tournament. You mentioned March. You mentioned Final Fours. UConn has been to 22 Final Fours. What is different about a UConn Huskies program in the month of March?
I think the tradition that we've built over all those years, kids that come play for us, I think they understand what the expectation is. They understand what the demands are, how difficult it's going to be, and how rewarding it's going to be. And we're very, very fortunate that we get the kind of kids that are willing to pay that price. When you have really good players, and some years, don't get me wrong, some years our players are they're always different. Some years you have a lot of seniors, some years you don't, some years you have a lot of returning All-Americans, some years you don't. But when you have a lot of really good players, but more importantly, when you have a lot of really good kids that you enjoy being around, and they enjoy being around each other, this is what happens.
And you can feel it. You can feel the chemistry on the floor, the connectivity. This championship, both in the regular season and tournament, was won top to bottom from every person standing here on this platform. But we do have to introduce your Big East tournament most outstanding player. Val Ackerman is going to hand over the trophy. I didn't even have to say it before her teammates did.
She averaged 19 points and 13 rebounds a game. What a fantastic performance. Our most outstanding player, Leah Edwards.
I know everyone wants to get to celebrating, so we won't keep you long. But Aaliyah, not only were you first team All Big East, not only were you the most improved player this season, but now you're the tournament most outstanding player. Integral to the success of this team. What was different for you this season and why you were able to find the success that you did?
I think that I just competed. I stuck to trying to be competitive for my teammates and for myself, and I really couldn't be here without my teammates. You know, they fed me the ball, they inspired me, and they had the confidence in me to be an excellent player.
What is it about this group? We've talked about the challenges throughout the course of this season. You got a National Player of the Year that unfortunately is not here playing. You got individuals top to bottom that have made big contributions. What was different and unique about this group that allowed you guys to fight through all of the adversity you faced this season?
We're talented, but we're disciplined and dedicated to win, and it speaks to our standard and to what we are as a program, and we're a winning program, so that's what we did today.
All right, well, hopefully you've got a lot more winning left. This season is not over. But to Aaliyah, to the UConn Huskies, your 2023 Big East Tournament champions. Congratulations.
I don't know where he went. It's my honor to present the 2023 Big East Women's Basketball Tournament trophy to our champions, the University of Connecticut. Congratulations.
Congratulations to Aaliyah Edwards and to the UConn Huskies, who have won 3 consecutive Big East tournament titles since returning to the conference. We will have more championship coverage for you after the break. Don't go anywhere. UConn does it again. The celebration continues at Mohegan Sun Arena. 10 consecutive conference tournament championships for the UConn Huskies. 3 in a row since returning to the Big East Conference. And they rolled, winning every 2023 Big East Women's Basketball Tournament Championship. UConn champions of the conference again. Back one final time from the 2023 Big East Women's Basketball Tournament Championship. UConn celebrating their 3rd straight conference tournament title since returning to the Big East, taking down the 2 seed Villanova. Thanks so much for joining us. Matt Schumacher, Kim Adams, Sarah Kustok with you. We talked about it coming into this tournament. UConn played 10 consecutive games in February, decided by 10 points or less. Ladies, they won every game in this tournament by 11 or more.
Yeah, they showed their dominance, but Matt, I think this was one of the better tournaments that we've had here in the Big East in recent years. I think it shows how the conference is getting better and deeper. We had, I believe, 3 games decided by just 1 or 2 points. The evening session of that quarterfinals was insane. Villanova Creighton last night. So I think it bodes well for what this conference is going to do in March. I know there's some teams that kind of left with a bad taste in their mouth that I think are going to turn that right around to have success in the big dance or the WNIT.
Yeah, it's all about tourney time now. Another opportunity for tourney time coming up, and we can't see it, but the nets are still hanging here on the hoops. And normally teams will cut down nets, but UConn is had enough of those, as I already mentioned, 28 conference titles. So it is not about a tournament win necessarily, a regular season win necessarily. That's all well and good. It's about winning another national championship. And you look at the pieces of this team. We talked about them starting to get healthy, and they got a real opportunity here if they continue to peak and progress in the same way that we've seen over the course of the past week and two.
This tournament championship game was just the 4th time since the season opener that UConn had 10 active players. We saw the emergence of Azzi Fudd as the tournament went along. She finished the night with 11 points tonight. Certainly a key piece for this team going forward. And she just seems to be getting more comfortable as we head deeper into March.
And that's natural. You can't expect everything to come back all at once. And I think for Azzi Fudd, those couple of shots she started to hit, the three-point shots, playmaking and creating, that's all a part of it. So for her to have this taste of game action and now get herself ready back at some practices for a long stretch, she changes the dynamic on both ends of how this Huskies team plays.
Okay, Kim, I got to pose this to you because Gino Auriemma's bunch has been to 14 consecutive Final Fours. We know about their confidence in March. Can this team get back to a Final Four and potentially win a national title?
Yeah, I'm not going to stop at the Final Four. Based on what we've seen over the last 3 days, I believe this is a team now fully healthy, all the pieces back. I don't see why they can't win a national championship. Sarah, I know you were on the call for that South Carolina game where they nearly were able to beat the Gamecocks with a depleted roster. Gamecocks finished the season undefeated. Seeing how dominant the posts have been, as you mentioned, Sarah, I think Azzi Fudd adds a completely different element to what this team can do. The inside-outside balance, the focus in March, I absolutely think we could see UConn hoisting a national championship trophy in just a few weeks.
Your thoughts?
I couldn't agree more, and I do go back to that South Carolina UConn game that I was able to call, and I think Kim's point of the way things open up when you add another shooter and a creator like Azzi Fudd, and even for the rest of individuals, Lou Lopez-Seneschal getting a little bit of rest, what Nika Mule can continue to do at that point guard position. You have an extra ball handler. The post play has been dominant in all areas, and so for a team that not only can defend but can also score, that's why the margins of victory for this UConn team throughout the course of the Big East tournament were so significant. So I would not, I'm not making prognostications right now yet.
No angry tweets at Sarah Costa.
I'm going to bask in the confetti that we have here going, but absolutely you put them in your conversation for teams that could be hoisting that trophy at the end of the season.
Well, they've already hoisted 2 trophies, the Big East regular season championship, now the conference tournament championship, their 10th in a row for a conference tournament title. And now a deep run in March is what everyone in this building championship conversation since returning to the Big East. UConn atop the league again.